Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for Angel Hour. I have been looking forward to connecting with you all week, so thank you so much for tuning in. As you know, the whole hour of our show today is devoted to taking your calls, texts, and reading requests from the Bring Me to Life chat room if you're signed in. It looks like we have many of you lined up for readings already, but if you haven't and would also like an angel reading today, you can go ahead and call or text in at 240-979-6366. Again, that's 240-979-6366. Or of course, you can also submit your reading request in the Bring Me to Life chat room at bringmetolife.com/radio. Just go to the page and scroll right down to the chat area. Now, during this show, you will also be getting the opportunity to donate to the Bring Me to Life network. Bring Me to Life is an amazing organization that offers inspirational content to you in the form of online events, radio shows, and so much more. To offer a gratitude donation to Bring Me to Life, you just click the donate button at the top of the bringmetolife.com page. Even just $1 or whatever you wish to give would mean so much to the Bring Me to Life team, who work hard every single day to deliver their free inspirational content to the world. So thank you for that. Before we begin our angel readings, let's come together for a centering meditation. This helps us to just open up our receptivity to the angel's healing presence. So we're going to take a moment to get comfortable in a quiet space, if that is available to you now. And as soon as you're ready, we will begin. Shifting your body to a relaxed position, begin by closing the eyes and taking in some long and deep healing breaths. Notice these long and slow, deep breaths, gently shifting the rhythm of your heartbeat and of your brain waves to a relaxed and receptive state. Allow every muscle and joint in your body to release any tension and melt into the earth that is supporting you all around. Notice as the angels begin to channel a beautiful, soft, purple and white healing light towards us now. Breathe this light in, feeling as it creates a soft healing cloud all around your energy body. The light gently dissolving and healing away any thoughts, memories, or feelings from the past that simply no longer serve you. Your consciousness is growing very still and very open, receiving the angel's light deeper and deeper. The angels are now focusing in on your heart chakra. Visualize and feel as your angels stand right before your heart, channeling their light into this center of your energy body, the doorway to your feeling nature and emotional being. The angel's light sinks deep into the layers of your heart, surrounding every feeling that you have with comfort, peace, and unconditional love. Notice as the light dissolves away any distractions, anything that ever held resistance to perfect love in the past. And as the light begins to answer every need that your heart could possibly ever hold, breathe deeply and receive. Every need is now being answered and nurtured. Breathe in exactly what you need most now. Good. We now invite your circle of angels and any other spirit guides who work with you to gather in a circle of light all around you now. Breathe deeply as their light flows now into every area of your life. Feel this light flowing in from all directions. And mentally, give the angels and heavenly beings here permission to intervene into any area in your life where they can bring about healing improvements, miracles of greater peace now. You may take a moment to hold a healing intention or a question in your heart and offer it to the angels now. Beautiful. With your next deep breath, gather your presence and your light in the center of your body at your solar plexus, just around the belly button. And with your next exhale, feel that light flowing down into the earth, rushing into your energetic root system out your feet that helps you connect and root in to the earth's frequencies. Feel as Mother Earth holds you closely, grounding into the moment. And we're just going to take in one last deep breath together here, inhaling. And on the exhale, you can open your eyes and gently shift right back into the room and back into the moment. Thank you so much for that healing moment together. It really is so nice to connect together in this way, and it just sets the tone so beautifully. So we're going to dive straight into our readings now. It looks like we have quite a list that has accumulated here. So let's go ahead and start with Kushaya. I hope I'm saying your name correctly, Kushaya. Beautiful name. Kushaya says that they're starting a Reiki business, but I feel a little uncertain about how to put myself out there and how to feel more confident. Oh, wow. Okay. So right away, Kushaya, I'm hearing your angels say that this is your life's purpose. I'm seeing energy healing all around you. You definitely have Archangel Raphael standing behind you, along with a whole other host of healing guides that stand behind you. Archangel Raphael shows that he is holding your hands and helping to channel healing light through them. We're seeing that this is very, very important work and that you have the ability to give people really, really incredible healing. What they want you to focus on as you move forward to help with confidence and to help you to put yourself out there and to let the ideas just flow for this is to focus on service. And they actually want to give us a little snapshot of the kind of service that you are capable of giving as you connect with the angels in this way, as you heal with other people in this way. So what I'm seeing is an image of this healing light that moves through your hand, moving into other people's energy bodies. And sure, not only does it achieve the healing goal that maybe the client came in to achieve, not only does it create a beautiful sense of flow and peace in that moment, but also there's something really important happening. I'm seeing big emotional shifts in the kinds of clients that you are going to be attracting. The angels are showing us images of people who are finally able to open up their hearts in ways that perhaps had not been available to them for a long time, maybe even years in some people's cases. Imagine what a breakthrough that would be to finally be able to realize what emotion it was you were carrying around, or to finally let something go that had been a burden to carry for so long. People are able to do this in your presence because as a healer, you are naturally very, very empathic. They're showing us a sign of compassion and empathy around you. And they're showing us that you also just have a almost like a nurturing energy. I'm seeing the energy of like a divine parent. Also the energy that kind of mixes with a feeling of like a counselor, like a trusted counselor, someone you can go to and unburden yourself, tell yourself how you feel. So that's a really, really, really special thing. The angels are saying focus on service, focus on all the people that you will help out in the world, and this will help any fears or self-doubt or spotlight that you're putting on. Oh, I wonder how, people will think of me and judge me or see me, or whether they'll want to come to me or not. It'll eliminate all of those questions, all of those thoughts in your mind. Once we get rid of the ego and we focus on love and focus on the service that we can give other people, we magically begin to attract clients. I have found this to be true, certainly in several years over my own life working as an angelic coach and healer. I've seen it in so many people who I have coached who have been guided to go on to pursue healing careers or psychic reading careers and things like this. Focusing on service does it. Now, one other little layer that the angels would like to give as just a message to help attract your particular clients to you, Kushaya, is that you have, again, as they said, this very special empathic energy, and it is very sensitive. You are highly sensitive. They're showing us that the people who you will attract are also highly sensitive people. So express your true self, the angels are saying. Express your personality very, very truly, which isn't always an easy thing to do. I know that sounds like a simple task, but gosh, it can be tough. It can make us feel a little bit vulnerable to show our true self and all of our vulnerable thoughts and feelings and inner ideas and that kind of thing about spirituality or about healing, and just share that publicly with the world. That can feel super vulnerable for us. But the angels are saying the more that you begin to simply be open about sharing any little thoughts of wisdom, any little healing intentions, maybe even starting a group prayer circle. They're showing us that people are going to be coming to you just saying, will you pray for my family? Will you pray for my son? Will you pray for my daughter? Will you pray for my friend? That kind of thing. Send them, distance healing. Give that as a little dana, a little donation to your community. Just the gift of, hey, I'm starting a healing circle, and if you want to add prayer into this, I will add that to my prayers and to my work. The angels are showing us that as you get this opportunity on this platform or in this little offering that you give to show your true personality and to show this incredible, sweet, nurturing sensitivity and compassion that you have, people will feel so uplifted. So uplifted. Last little thing that the angels want to add with regard to the future of where this Reiki business is going is they're showing me a lot of music around you. And I'm also getting images of people doing yoga around you or doing other kinds of body movement. They're showing us, first of all, with the music, that you connecting with music that has the power to shift brainwaves or to shift vibrational states is a beautiful thing to bring in tandem to the healing work that you do. Maybe even eventually you'll, bring some sound healing into the Reiki offerings that you give and combine that. And then when they showed us the images of the body movement, this was beautiful because the angels are showing us that you have the ability to help people to ground the high vibrational healing energy of things like Reiki into the physical body. And that's a really big deal. Not every person, quite knows how to do that. Some people really have to practice, in other words, to get to that point. But grounding it into the physical body is one of the most important things that we can do. So oftentimes we're seeing that you'll find that you get creative ideas while you're doing Reiki. Creative ideas where your way of giving Reiki is different than the next person and the next person. I'm seeing you do little grounding exercises with people, perhaps at the end of one-on-one Reiki sessions, where you're helping them to stretch or deep breathe, or just take a moment to put their hands or their feet on the ground so that they can just really, really, really slowly reintegrate back with the world. So add in any body movement stuff, add in working with music, add in any special touches that spirit just channels through you to make this business your own and to make this style of healing your own. And then again, be out of the closet with it. Talk about it with people. Let people see the personality, the inspiration, the story, the process of where all those ideas came from. As they see the true you and they see your journey as a healer, they know your story, they love you, and they get to know you. So get out there, get public with all of it. The angels will hold your hand every single step of the way to help you feel safe. And God bless you for doing this work. This is such a wonderful, beautiful gift, and it's such an honor to connect with you, knowing that you're here doing all of this. All right, so let's go to our next reading. Let's go ahead and see. We have a reading request from Paco. Paco says, I want to mature my angel connection, but I feel a huge blockage. Don't know if it's emotional, spiritual, or physical that I can't identify, and it creates frustration and sadness in me. Can the angels send me a message of what it is or how to overcome this blockage? Okay, Paco, we're going to go really deep with you right away because your angels have a very, very clear message about this. I'm seeing Archangel Raziel, the angel of esoteric information, and who also coincidentally happens to guide past lives, standing right behind you. And he's telling you right now that one of the reasons why there's a little bit of what might seem to you to feel like a blockage in connecting with the angels, and really we can clear it with the flip of the light switch, but this feels like a blockage because it comes from a previous lifetime. Yes, it is emotional, and it is also, spiritual in nature, but it began as what appears to be a very difficult emotion from a previous lifetime in which I'm seeing that there was persecution, and also a sense of being ostracized or ridiculed for having spiritual gifts, for using your gift to talk to spirit. They're showing us that there were people who were envious of this gift around you. In fact, very specifically, they're just showing me an image of you standing in a lifetime in which it looks like you're a little child and you are talking to spirit in this kind of magical way. And they're showing us that there are older women in the village, in the community that you live in, this feels like it's hundreds and hundreds of years ago, who recognize that as a gift. And they look at you and they go, yes, and they encourage you, and oh, you're so special, keep doing this, keep going, and what did they say now, and how do you feel about this? And getting that kind of attention, it appears, makes other children, your peers in this community, become very jealous and begin to ridicule you. We're seeing that the bullying got strong enough to the point where we're even seeing people physically harming you in that lifetime. And they're showing us that this was a time in the world in which there was a little bit of change going on. There were still people that were very much connected to old and traditional religions and spiritualities, where using intuition and communing with spirits was honored and respected. But at the same time, there were a lot of other people that looked as if they were converting to new religions, or they were embracing different ways of thinking. And so there's just a little bit of a sense of a clash of values in the community. And so not everyone in your community was giving you respect. Now we're seeing that you grew up in this lifetime to play a role where, as a side work that you had, sort of like a side business, you could almost think of it as, you were healing people, you were giving people readings, you were communing with people for spirit, but oftentimes felt very, very sidelined because of that, very much pushed to the side, pushed to the fringes of the community, and felt discluded by other people, because even the people who claimed that they were converting to new belief systems or that they were moving on to something else, those people still had at least a little bit of a fear of the old religion or the old way of being in them, to where they had superstitious feelings about you, like, oh, this person is going to know my heart. They're going to know my spirit, and they're going to hex me, or they're going to, know too much about me, something like this. So there's a sense of other people misunderstanding the gift. Now, what the angels want to show us is that you've had more than one lifetime in which you have had this spiritual gift of being able to see and commune with spirit. And that sometimes this was, honored and felt very powerful, but a lot of times, just like most of us who have done this from one lifetime to the next, that resulted in some difficulty and you meeting some challenges in your life. So the angels are showing us that now in this lifetime, fast forwarding, any little moment in which there had ever been an experience where you could feel maybe another person's judgment, or you could feel criticism coming either from the outside world or even from within. Sometimes we can criticize ourselves and say, I don't trust this part of me that's trying to hear from the angels, or, who am I to be able to, the criticism can come from inside or outside. But either way, when your spirit hears that criticism, or when it senses that feeling, it goes into self-protection mode. It goes into self-protection mode immediately because it doesn't want to be ostracized. And according to Raziel, it doesn't want to be physically harmed. They're showing us that there are lifetimes where it looks like there was physical harm, even to the point of death. That's a pretty big kind of fear, memory of fear to overcome. But guess what? It's very easy to overcome it. So here's what the angels are guiding you to do. Actually, Raziel's ready to work with you right away. So Raziel is saying, work with me, call on me tonight. Call on me tonight, right before you fall asleep. You could maybe take a moment to hold a crystal in your hands, or light a candle and meditate before it's time to go to sleep, something like this. And just take a moment to breathe, call on Archangel Raziel, and say, Archangel Raziel, please help me to heal any memories in my heart that have caused me to feel afraid of my power. Please heal me. Please clear me of this memory. I am ready to purge it. And then just notice what happens. Notice any signs, feelings, or memories. Or sometimes it might just be emotions that aren't even connected to specific memories that you can yet sense. Let whatever comes through out. Let it move through you. Know that whatever comes through is perfect and complete just as it is. And observe, release, let go, purge, 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 purge. At the end of this exercise, where you're just observing whatever it is that your soul wants to show you and wants to let go of, simply do this. Hold the intention, or repeat the affirmation in your heart, or even speak it out loud. I forgive this. I forgive this, and I release this with love. I love and accept my spiritual gift to commune with the angels unconditionally. I love and accept myself. I love and accept myself. I love and accept myself, and I forgive the past. In doing this, Archangel Raziel just showed me an image of a door bursting open, and it feeling much, 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 much clearer to hear, feel, and see the angel's light. And know that as you connect with the angels, this is their last little idea, that you will be receiving instantaneous, easy messages from the divine. So trust the first things that the spirits around you start to show you in the form of whatever feelings, whatever thoughts, colors, images, nudges that start to arise, come about. Just trust those things instantaneously, because the more faith that you have in these things, the bigger that door opens. The bigger and bigger and bigger it will open with more and more practice over time. So you are well on your way, Paco, and I'm so glad that you are. That's a beautiful purpose that you have. So it looks like we have a caller on the line. Hi, caller. If you could just let us know your first name and what your question is today. You know what? I think it might have dropped our call. That's all right. We'll give them a chance to call back in. Feel free to call right back. No worries. We'll take your call right away as soon as you call back in. In the meantime, let's go to Adriana's call. Adriana's got a general reading request, it looks like. I'm just seeing that pop up in my notes. All right, wonderful. So, Adriana, I'm feeling guided to pull a few cards for you. And the cards that we're pulling from today are the Sacred Travelers Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. So right away, as I'm tuning into your energy, we're seeing that there is a lot of bright purple and pink around you. I'm seeing Archangel Jophiel standing behind you, who is the angel of beauty. And I'm seeing Mother Mary standing behind you as well. They're showing us a lot of beautiful divine feminine energy moving through you right now. They're showing us that this moves through you in your compassionate, maternal or nurturing nature, the empathic, nurturing nature that you have, as well as through your creative side. And it looks as if your guides are inviting you to get creative so that you can engage with the passion in your soul. If there's a part of you that has been asking for a greater sense of fulfillment in life, or inspired passion for living, you know, what to fuel you, what to bring you comfort, what to bring you drive, what to bring you satisfaction, the answer to your prayers. The angels are saying awaken that force, because it's a force that can animate any area of life and bring satisfaction to any area of life. Awaken that force by speaking to God or speaking to your God nature through engaging with your creativity. You've got creative gifts. Now I'm turning over our cards just to see what the angels have to add here. And there's some beautiful cards coming in. I love this. Okay, so the first card that you have is the Gates of Triumph card. The Gates of Triumph. This is a card that represents success. Success. And right away I'm hearing the angels tell you that there has been a recent success in your life, that recently you have done wonderful things. The angels are saying from their perspective, you've even moved mountains to create positive changes in your life. And what the angels want you to do is to make sure that you go ahead and focus on being grateful for these positive changes that you have made. Take stock of your successes. Don't just brush them off and say, okay, on to the next thing. The angels are saying it's important for you to really, really honor yourself, pause and give gratitude for the blessings and the good that you have already created. The more that you focus on that, the more those kinds of successes will only continue to multiply and apply themselves to all areas of your life, especially relationships right now, interactions with others. Big success, big opening doors in those areas that the angels keep showing us. Now, the second card that we are seeing is a card called Great Adventure. Great Adventure. So what this card is telling us is that you are being welcomed or invited to take a leap of faith and dive into a brand new venture, project, idea. Or in this case, I'm actually even seeing that on the horizon, there will be some kind of a new relationship or a positive adventurous change in a current relationship. So it's like there's something adventurous happening in a relationship area, but that's the next step. For now, they're saying take some kind of a leap of faith. That could be having to do with any creative ideas or projects that you feel like expressing, creative ways you might want to express yourself right now with others. Go ahead and do that. Put yourself out there in the world is the message coming through with all of that. Your life purpose has some beautiful things to show you as you do. And then when we get to the final card, we've got the Solitude card. This is so beautiful. The Solitude card represents peace and inner stillness. And it represents getting to know yourself more deeply than you ever did in the past. In fact, the angels keep showing me images of you writing or journaling, expressing yourself, even getting creative, like artistic creative, and showing us that there are just beautiful things that seem like they want to come through you as a result of doing that. So take some time to retreat in stillness, in solitude. Take time to contemplate, take time to engage in creative practice, because that's really a spiritual practice. And that will be sowing the seeds for your next great adventure. And again, one in which it looks as if there will be others with you, or there will be a very beautiful new relationship thing coming forward. So thank you, Adriana, for your reading request. It looks like we have a caller back on. So caller, you are now on the air. If you could just let us know your first name and what your question is today.
Hello, is it me? Hi, I'm Allison Pandora.
It looks like we might have dropped another call again. We're not quite getting anybody through right now. Either that or there's something going on with our tech. We're just going to take a moment to troubleshoot to see. Okay. It looks like, caller, we fixed something with our connection. So if you could go ahead and try and introduce yourself one more time and let us know your name.
Hi, I'm Allison Pandora. Can you hear me?
Hi, Allison. I can hear you this time. Yay.
Oh, wow. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm shocked that I got through.
I'm so happy to be talking with you. And what is your question for the angels today?
All right, it may sound weird or maybe not to you because you're you. I know, like, I'm a star and I'm very bright. I am having a little issue manifesting who I am here on this earth while I live here. So I just need to maybe, like, is there another step to do? Is there something else I should do physically or metaphysically? There's something else I need to do to move forward, and I really do need to move forward in this life.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so Allison, right away, the angels are taking me to your heart chakra, and we're going to what appears to be, one of the deeper layers of the heart chakra where we store our emotional memories and that kind of thing. And they're showing us that there is something that it looks like you had, been carrying around with you, perhaps from the past, where there was a little bit of fear, or at least an awareness around the judgments, behaviors, or opinions of other people, where even if now in the present it's like, I'm not attached to what other people think, I'm not, worried about any of that, that somewhere down there from the past, there was the memory of holding that, of a little sense of worry about how will other people see me, or it's important to me in some way with regard to how other people see me. And they're saying that healing this or addressing this, looking this little memory square in the face and telling it, I'm here for you, I've got your back, and I love you. This is a huge thing. This actually makes a really, really big change in your life that helps you to manifest a lot of things. They're showing us manifestation with regard to life purpose, first of all, very, very strong. And they're also showing us manifestation coming forward with regard to your relationships. A big sense of you being very seen and heard as far as success in your life purpose and even in your career. And they're showing us beautiful new relationships, deeper relationships, beautiful happiness and friendships, and people just recognizing this true you. Because subconsciously you will have completely, the angels are saying, eliminated that which had seemed to kind of block, subconsciously block too. It's not like it's a conscious thing, but subconsciously block you expressing your whole true inner part of your heart. There's a vulnerable inner side, and the angels are saying that it's okay to shine from that inner side. Yes, we definitely want boundaries, and we want to protect ourselves with others, and we want to make sure that we're sharing and showing who we are in the appropriate kind of scenarios, speaking our truth where it's best to do so, where it will be protected in doing so, where we will feel supported in doing so. But also they're showing us that there's a sense of just unveiling the true you as a result of this healing with regard to past experiences of judgment. I did pull some cards for you as well, but before I turn them over, any little questions on that?
No, that's all actually making a lot of sense.
That's awesome. Okay, so I'm just turning over our cards, and these are from a deck that I really love. This is from the Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. And the first card that you have, I think, is so appropriate for this question. It's a card that says dance. 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 So this is all about self-expression. This is do something to shift your vibration and to really, really, the angels are saying the word encode your vibration, encode in your vibration this sense of what is the true you. So reach deep inside and tell yourself, tell your heart, tell your inner child, most importantly, it's safe for you to be you now. Because guess what? I accept you unconditionally. Don't need to worry about what other people necessarily think. And yes, it is safe to express yourself out in the world regardless of what other people think, but I accept you unconditionally, and so you have everything that you need. Let loose, be free, and you can even literally dance sometimes to help to anchor vibrations that feel like they're truly uniquely you self-expressing kind of thing. Now, the second card is the Great Gathering card. This is a card that actually represents lots and lots of pieces of your life coming together to create some great manifestation. Again, I keep getting pulled to your career and your life purpose, a sense of being a little bit more in the public eye, people seeing you. That's really coming forward. So you'll see that with this idea of the Great Gathering. It starts as if there's like a community around you of close people that do that, but then that spreads and that spreads and then that spreads. So yeah, there's a soul tribe around you, and it's a big one, and it's one that it just requires you being in the public eye, and it's safe for you to be in the public eye. So tell yourself that, affirm that to your heart regularly. Your inner child is listening. Now, oh my gosh, this is such a synchronicity. I just turned over the final card, and the final card is the Star Seed card. And you had used the words right before, like, I am a star. That was such a beautiful way to express it. And it's true. Oh my gosh, the star card, star seed. So the angels are saying, follow what lights you up. You are here to express your passions and to express your truth. And if it makes you feel passionate, the angels are saying it is bound to make other people feel very passionate. So let's definitely go right ahead and just do what you are doing. The only little adjustment the angels are going to help guide you to make as you continue on the path is this inner healing, inner child healing stuff. Any thoughts on that before we wrap up with the angels here?
Oh my goodness. No, honestly, dead on. And it's like sometimes you just need to hear it from someone else. That public eye thing is like, it's definitely where I need to be, and it's what I'm most hesitant about putting myself out there. But I know I need to. Thank you.
Yes,
this was beautiful.
You do.
This was lovely.
You are so welcome. You are so welcome. And thank you so much for calling in today. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for sharing your light as well, dear. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Yes. For everyone who's listening, this seems to be quite a theme today. It's safe to be truly you. It is really, really safe to do that. Putting yourself out there in the world in this way is just such a wonderful thing, because it's something that allows us to serve in the brightest way that we can. So release fears about being seen and heard by others. All right, it looks as if we've got another caller on hold here. So we are going to take the next caller. Hey, caller, you're on the air now. If you could just let us know your name and what your question is today.
Yes, hello. My name is Nicole, and it's an honor to get to talk to you, Sarah. This is so awesome.
Thank you. It's an honor to talk with you, too.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so amazing. I love following you on YouTube and everything. You're the best.
Thank you.
Okay, so my question is, it's just a bit of a concern. It actually has to do with my husband. My husband and I are going on 6 years of marriage, 8 years total as a couple, you know? And I've noticed in the past year he's had quite a bit of changes, and he even has noticed changes in himself that, you know, he's having trouble understanding as well. And, you know, it's just a slight concern for us, you know, just a bit of a concern.
Yes.
Be careful, please.
So I'm just connecting in with the angels now to see what they would like to tell us here. They're showing us a few different things. I'm not sure if you've noticed whether these changes are both physical and, emotional, mental, but I'm kind of getting both areas. Does that resonate so far?
Oh, yes, it certainly does.
Okay, good. So I'm just going to let the angels tell us exactly what they want us to know the most with regard to this. Okay. All right. Two things. First, they're saying that they really, really want him to focus on releasing stress. They're showing us that stress levels can have a really funny way of sneaking up on us as human beings. So oftentimes, even when we think like, well, I mean, I stayed calm all day, or I didn't know I was that stressed. I've just been, working my normal job or doing my normal routine. There can be a time where, we're so used to doing, pushing, driving, getting things done, that it builds up. And we don't get enough, a lot of times in our modern world that we live in, we don't get enough time to push the reset button and to step back and to really shake off the tension that we hold as a result of, whatever responsibilities or tasks and so forth are on our shoulders. Now, at the physical level of being, they're showing us that this has triggered a lot for him. And the reason for this is that there are chemical changes that go on in the body that Archangel Raphael is telling us about with regard to stress. And that can set off different things all over the body. They're showing us a little bit of heightened inflammatory response at the level of the physical body for your husband. They're showing us that his immune system is not quite as high and, functioning on all levels as it always was in previous years of his life. And they're showing us that all of these little things combined are working to kind of just throw off balance his energy levels throughout the day. I'm even seeing things like his sleep and wake cycle slightly changed, even his digestive cycle slightly changed, even his hormonal levels slightly changed. Stress just does that to everything. It's such an odd thing. So one of the things that the angels would like to guide him to do to begin to clear this out is to work on releasing stress daily through one of the most direct and powerful means for releasing it, and that's through meditation. Specifically, I'm hearing the angels say if he can find one spirit guide, even just one that he feels really aligned with. It can be an angel, it can be, an ascended master, it can be whomever or whatever he feels like he wants to connect with in terms of higher power. Ask him to work on just sort of surrendering to that higher power, even if for a moment, and just to say, hey, take me, hold me, bring me back to my original state of being. I surrender. And I've got his guides actually saying that doing this right before bed is really helpful for him because he'll actually get better sleep at night this way. All the tension will actually release during his sleep so that his sleep will be more quality, and to do it a little bit in the morning. And if it's a tough day, to do it in the middle of the day as well. He has to feed and focus on himself first before he can be present for any other relationship in this family or in his life. He has to take care of himself a little bit better. Now, the other thing that's, kind of connected to this that the angels just wanted to add is that when we have a life that is long-term super busy, or when we're carrying long-term a high burden of stress, we can also lose touch, which not only have the stress, but lose touch with our sense of who am I and what is my passion and what is my soul being driven to do in this lifetime, kind of thing. And sure, we might be able to answer that with a lot of little surface answers, with regard to, I love my family, I love my this and that, and okay, well, that's part of my purpose. But there's something even deeper than that it looks like spirit, his own spirit, is even guiding him to discover. So taking a little bit more time for himself, just a little bit more effort towards self-care and releasing stress, and days off where he can just spend that time in quiet and simplicity. These things are going to help him get back in touch with his inner passion so that he has much more to offer the world, whether it's in his work, whether it's in his relationships. Everything heals as a result of that. That's the kind of the root of the issue, it looks like.
Okay, definitely.
Yes. And any other questions or thoughts that you have for him?
I mean, no, you definitely hit it on the head. Definitely, he's had a big amount of stress lately. So definitely, that really nailed it on the head.
Good. And his angels are adding in just this one simple message. They're saying to him, don't relinquish your power to believing that the stressors or the pressures that you hold on your shoulders have any power over you, that they are, they're real in any way in terms of being able to limit you. Those things are only as real or as powerful to, negatively affect things as you allow them or believe them to be. So don't relinquish your power. They're saying tank up on power as you meditate, as you connect with this higher source of energy, release the stress, and you'll start to have a brand new perspective. That's their message to him.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you, Nicole.
Perfect.
That was beautiful to hear from you today.
Well, thank you so much. I'm just so grateful to be able to have even been connected with you. I truly am.
Thank you so much, and have a beautiful rest of your day, my dear.
Definitely. You have a beautiful day as well, Sarah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye. Beautiful. All right. So it looks like we've got lots of requests in. Who do we want to go to, angels? Let's go ahead and see. We have a nice list. Let's go to Bonnie. So I've got a message from Bonnie that says, "Hi, Sarah. I would like to know what my dream meant. I recently had to go through surgery and have been dealing with recovery and fertility issues. I did a past life regression hypnosis and saw myself as a young girl in Holland, had a happy and loving home, but died during childbirth. I'm sending her love and gratitude and healing, and I'm afraid that is the underlying cause to my fertility issue. I told her I promise I will take care of our baby, and now we are in a technology where it's safer for childbirth. Can you please tell me how to deal with my past life, how to heal the past life so that I might be able to clear it from the current life? Thank you so much. Love, Bonnie." Thank you, Bonnie. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful message. And I'm so glad that you've actually gotten in touch with the previous lifetime. You have already done the work necessary, the angels are saying, to heal this issue at its root, which is super important. Heal something at the spiritual root, and you'll start to see changes moving like a domino effect at every other level of being. So the angels would like to be with you now to discuss the other areas, the other levels of being where you can also kind of work on this healing and recovering fertility, returning to fertility. You've got Archangel Raphael, the healing angel here, and you've got Mother Mary here. You've got a lot of female guides surrounding you beautifully. And they're telling us that anytime thoughts of this previous lifetime pop back in, that ever feel, tense, there might be a couple more that pop back in. I don't expect a lot of that to happen for you though. But if they do, just think the thought, I forgive this experience. I forgive this and I trust my body. I forgive this, I trust my body. I am well, I am fertile, I am well. And this will just kind of help to keep the precedent that you already set going, the momentum going with the healing that you already did. Because oftentimes simply for us in acknowledging those past lives, that's enough. And forgiving whatever was surrounding it, that can be enough to help us to really move on. So let's go to the other areas that the angels want to talk about. You have Archangel Raphael here right away saying that you have very, very high sensitivity as a spiritual light worker, high spiritual sensitivity. Oftentimes it's the people with the highest spiritual sensitivity that also have high physical sensitivity, because spiritual sensitivity helps to shift our cells and our vibration to higher frequencies. And that is a gift that actually programs you to have incredibly high health and, yes, incredibly high and beautiful fertility in your life. You just have to make sure that you're caring for that extra sensitive aspect of you in a special kind of way. And particularly the way that the angels would like to show right now is that there's a need to detox just a little bit more in what appears to be, they're saying hormone disruptors is the word that I'm hearing from them. This comes from chemicals, plastics, heavy metals, things like that just they end up in everybody's body, let's face it. For most of us who live in the modern world, if we eat, a little bit of food that has some of that in it, we drink the water, we breathe the air, there can be some toxins. For you, Bonnie, I don't see that really bad. And in fact, I actually already see that your body has done some incredible work to detox in that area. It's just that your body wants to do a little bit more of that preparation before getting ready for conception and childbirth and nurturing a child, because they're showing us that your child is actually a soul that's already chosen you, a soul who has even higher spiritual sensitivity than you do, which is a beautiful gift, very special child. But this child wants to make sure that it will have a detoxed physical body. So detox your liver, the angels are saying. They're saying every single day, adding in, I'm seeing the bright green as a medicine. So go towards bright green colors in your foods. This could be, leafy greens. I'm especially seeing herbs like cilantro and parsley helping to pull stuff out. Algae type things like spirulina feel really good. Lots of green, green, green. I'm just seeing tons of it all around you. Do that. Add in fruits. I'm hearing one of your angels come forward and say that fruits are encoded with messages of fertility, with wisdom surrounding fertility. Mother Mary is here adding in the idea, pray over your fruit and over all of your water and your food and that kind of thing, but especially over the fruit. If you hold it and just know, this is a sacred moment. This is a food that evolved with humanity. This is a food that is here because it's our perfect food. It's nature's perfect food. Pray over it and hold the intention, fertility. I am the fertility of the earth. I am the fertility of all mothers. I allow Divine Mother to work through me now. Use this prayer and affirmation, and it actually rearranges the vibration of the foods that you're consuming and helps you to get into this super, super healthy, vibrant, high vibrating state. The angels are saying in general, you will want to connect with water a lot more as your fertility starts to turn back on and ramp up. They're just showing us that throughout the monthly cycle, when it's time around ovulation, when your body's getting ready to go ahead and do that, it wants a little extra hydration. So eat really hydrating foods too. That'll be a great time of the month to just really tank up on fruits and fresh vegetables and juices and, that kind of thing. But I really see you unblocked right now. I see that there will be conception in perfect divine timing. Just relax, give it a little time. And otherwise, the last thing that this little baby soul is saying, who's hovering around you right now, who wants to be your baby, is looking forward to that time. The last thing that this little soul is telling us is just focus on your relationship. Just focus on your relationship with my Father. When the babies who choose us feel the incredible love and the fun and the joy that just gets to let loose in the relationship between their parents, they're oftentimes really attracted to that, and that just raises the fertility. It raises the energy of love through us, and it helps a lot with conception. So have lots of fun. Gosh, that's good homework, isn't it? Eat lots of fruit, have lots of fun, and be patient, and keep calling on the angels, especially on Divine Mother, who works very closely with the angels. Beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. We have a caller on, it looks like. So let's go ahead and see if they're still on. Caller, you are now on the air. If you could just give us your first name and let us know your question for today.
Hi.
Hi, hey, you're on the air and I can hear you. That's good. It looks like our technology issues are gone.
Thank you
so what's your name, my dear?
For having me. Yes, my name is Simone. And,
hi, Simone.
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for
good.
everything.
Thank you.
love all your YouTube videos, and I follow you everywhere I can, and I just want to say thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet.
I don't know where to start. I wanted to ask you, I feel like I was doing very good on my path, and I don't know, like, what is setting me back, or I don't know, if you can just like, I just want to know what the angels have to tell me. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Well,
so
Simone,
nervous.
I'm so
I'm so
glad that we
happy
are
to talk to you.
connected.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
My
Because
daughter is listening too. So both my
oh,
daughters are listening too. So yeah,
oh,
they heard
hello.
eating a lot of
I'll give
fruits
her a
and
little shout out.
vegetables. And last time I ate all my shoes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what a sweet little voice. Hi,
Oh,
sweetheart.
thank you. Can you
Oh
say
my
hi,
gosh, I
Sarah?
love that.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi. Oh my gosh, I love her sweet little voice. Oh, what a little
And
angel.
then and we have baby Sarah, but I think she's asleep right now.
Oh, how sweet. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. So beautiful. I love
Thank
it.
you.
Well, right away, the angels have some messages for you, my dear Simone. So I'm hearing Archangel Gabriel actually right away coming straight to the surface. Gabriel is telling us that she's one of your closest spiritual guides, watches over your life in terms of your life purpose, especially. They're showing us that communication, being a great communicator, nurturer, and of course, mother, is a huge part of your life's purpose. And since you have this kind of a life purpose, you've got very, very high sensitivity. They're showing us high sensitivity to spiritual energies. And they're showing us that one thing that they want to make sure that you're just aware of and that you know, are very diligent about caring for yourself with is making sure that you don't take on too much of the world's energy. They're showing me really, really high sensitivity to things like the news, difficult stories that we might hear on the media, thinking about, you know, just the sometimes fear-based things that the world wants to program us to believe in and to focus on. They're saying for you, you know, you're part of an energy family, a family of light workers that just doesn't need to focus on that right now. Sure, we can care. Sure, it's good for us to, you know, be aware of what's happening in the world to an extent and to do whatever we can in our part to shift our lifestyle or to offer something to help in a little way. But for the most part, the angels want you to just be sheltered from the fear-based stories that are being told out in the world. The reason for this is because you are part of the first wave of light workers who is being brought into a vibration that is one that is much closer to love, one that has transcended all of the nonsense and all of the fear. You're moving into a vibration where all of those fear-based stories, they don't even matter anymore. They become so obsolete as we move into the new consciousness. So it's important for someone like you with this high spirituality and high sensitivity to just really, really protect yourself with making sure that only goodness, sweetness, purity, and love primarily make their way into your mind and your heart and your lifestyle by way of the things that you take in. The angels are showing us, oh my gosh, I just turned over a card for you that they are helping to protect you in this, and the card perfectly expresses this. The first card is the taking shelter card. Taking shelter. So when we think of taking shelter, that is being shielded. The angels are saying anytime you hear of fear-based things happening out in the world, or even any worry-based things happening in, you know, your own life or with people around you, if a worry wants to come in, immediately ask Archangel Michael and Gabriel to come to you and to place a shield of beautiful sparkling. They're showing me for you purple and blue light. Ask that purple blue light to surround you completely and just feel it making you impervious to these, you know, maybe more negative outside influences. That shield will go a long way. The angels are next showing us, oh, I love this. You've got the card that says grounding. Grounding. They want you to know that grounding is also something that's going to really help you to stay very spiritually connected and to stay very happy and very centered in this higher vibration, again, that Spirit has chosen you to help birth into the world. Grounding is a big part of that, because when we are grounded, we're not as susceptible to picking up on other people's energy. We're not as vulnerable to, feeling it when someone else is in a bad mood, or taking on a burden when someone else tells us a really, hard thing to hear. We just become impervious to it because we're so grounded and we are so resonating our own energy. Grounding is all that is too. A lot of people think, I want to be floaty and, connected up with the angels. Well, you can do that. You can, yes, connect with higher vibrations, but then ground those higher vibrations, because then those higher vibrations will become your reality on all planes of being, and everything that you meet, it will become so strong that it's a force field that nothing can penetrate. So you are grounding what it is that you truly want to be included as you and as your life. Practice grounding, the angels keep saying, for you by simplifying your life, unplugging from lots of media exposure, again, is really, really good for you. Taking time to put your bare feet on the ground and getting outdoors in nature is really helpful. And they're showing us, for you, connecting with bodies of water is also a really great way to cleanse and to keep your personal sensitivity tuned to the angels. So whether that's taking a little sea salt bath at the end of the day, or whether it's going and visiting maybe the ocean, or taking a walk near a river or a pond, being near a body of water will immediately clarify and ground and cleanse you and help your energy to just refocus right where it needs to be, on peace. Now, the final card, I love this. You've got the Overcoming Obstacle card, showing us that all of these steps that the angels have given us help you to overcome anything that life might try to throw at you. With the angels' help, and with this peaceful, shielded, grounded energy, you can overcome anything and stay really, really pure and light and uplifted. That, by the way, the angels are saying is something that they're wanting to give you as the main message today, because they want you to know that practicing all of those steps is going to help to awaken your spiritual gifts just a little bit more. They see that you already have really high intuition, but they just want to bring it a little bit further to the forefront and help you with tuning that intuition so that you can just clearly hear messages from the angels, whether it's for you, for your loved ones, for the earth. You've got this gift. Any thoughts or questions about that, Simone?
Oh, I just thank you. It from my heart. Thank you so much. I just
Mommy's crying.
that's wonderful. It makes me so happy. So I just want to say thank you so much for all your help. I sometimes feel like, I'm happy, and then someone just come along and just bring me down, with anything. So now I know what to do.
Yes, that's because you're such an empath, and we know that it can be tough to be empathic, but it is such a gift in your case. You have a true gift, and thank you so much for calling in today and for bringing your sweet little ones on the air too. It just warmed my heart and made my day to hear her little voice. So thank you, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Thank you. Bye-bye, sweetheart.
Thank you so much. We love you. We love you so much. Thank you.
I love you too. I love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Why you call
What a
her?
sweetheart. Oh, I love it. Well, it looks like, you guys, we are now at the end of our time together. It was such a blast being able to hang out with all of you and hear messages from your angels. I hope we get to do this lots and lots more. So thank you so much for tuning in. Just an announcement that I will be live again this month on Bring Me to Life Radio for Through the Eyes of the Angels. I will be sharing messages about the Holy Mother during that show, and how her divine presence can make a miraculous difference in your life. I actually channeled some messages from Holy Mother in my monthly newsletter that it just went out this morning. So if you are a subscriber already to my email list, you probably have that waiting for you in your inbox. If you want to receive monthly channeled spiritual messages, then you can absolutely sign up to be part of my list. I will share the links to that on social media right after I get off the air, and link to the messages from Holy Mother that I channeled for this month. And you'll hear a whole lot more of that in our next Through the Eyes of the Angels episode, where of course you will also have the chance to call in again for some more readings. So join me for Through the Eyes of the Angels on Thursday, May 16th at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to listen to past episodes of Through the Eyes of the Angels, you will find them on your favorite podcast listening platform. Do keep in touch. And if you'd like to connect with me for your own private angel reading or a healing session, you can visit my website at sarahhall.com. Follow bringmetolife.com for more inspirational content. Thank you so much for being here, and have a blessed, beautiful day.